they teach in Amharic, and that's the native language in Ethiopia. So, of course, like at 6 years old, I didn't really know the language fluently. I still don't. So it was really hard for me to interpret what they were teaching us. So, Sunday school kind of went like this. They would give us a crossword puzzle. They'd be like, find Jesus. Ooh, I found him. Who's Jesus? So, it was but, I would come home, my mom would teach me things, she would explain things to me, and from there I just grew my faith, and since then I've had a strong relationship with God. So, middle school. In middle school, you are introduced to so many different people who believe in different things. You start doubting things, and I was a curious girl, but I still managed to keep my faith and to believe in God. And I could have been influenced by those people, but somehow I wasn't. So then I moved to Summit, and I was introduced to this girl again, Lindsay, and she encouraged me to go to camp, and I was like, okay, I'll go, but I couldn't make it several times. And then I finally joined October of last year. And I can honestly say that it was such a moving experience. I learned so much about myself, and I had two goals. Number one was to see where my relationship stood with God, and second is to grow in my faith. And I really did. They taught me so many things. I found myself. And so since camp or up until now, I've had a strong faith, and I realized, and I reflected over my past life, and I realized that, when I could have been influenced by the wrong people, I had God by my side the whole time. And that's also what this youth has taught me. So up until this date, I try to acknowledge God throughout my day. Sometimes I forget to pray, but I do thank Him for just the small things in life. And something that the youth taught me, or on my last day actually, was that after camp, they told me that I would be at this spiritual high, and I really was. Since I found myself, I knew where I stood with my faith, and I just really didn't want anyone to tear that down, and I was afraid people would. And of course, you might face people, you're gonna have to face people who you fear, face people who annoy you, But I just encourage you to hold on to what you've learned this weekend, because it's really important to know that God is always on your side or by your side. And I encourage you to acknowledge the fact that He's always there. This camp, or this youth, really consists of fellowship. And fellowship is where we pretty much come together and we celebrate God. We're going to go to households and assemblies, and that's just, you come there with your own goals, and that could be just to revive your strength, revive your relationship with God, meet new people. And I just encourage you to go after this camp. Keep up with your faith, keep up with your relationship with yourself. And also, another thing that I do if I don't have much time to just sit down and reflect, I just take out the Bible and I read the scripture. Or what I do is I open the Bible and I just to whatever page, and whatever scripture I see, I just read it. And usually it fits into what's going on in my life. So, if that's something that's easy for you, go ahead and do that, because it helps me. So, once again, I really encourage you to hold on to what you learned. People took out their time to share their thoughts, to share their faith with you. So, with that being said,